And every time she sees me, I give her a hug, because that name stuck. When people call me Poppa Snoop, I know they know me. I was at KMEL radio station on 3rd Street up in San Francisco. I'm standing outside. This how my CD came about. And like one thing Snoop told me, he said, hey, Pops, don't ever chase this bullshit in the music business. He said if you keep putting in work, let it come to you. And this particular night, me and Daz and Corrupt, we was up at KMEL, and they had a program director. He was about 18, 19 years old. He was an intern from high school. You probably know who I'm talking about. You know, KMEL on 3rd Street has 4 radio stations all wrapped into one. So we up there and stuff, E40 and them was up there, Be Legit and Max Hunt and all them, you know what I'm saying? We always stand outside, you know what I'm saying? And this guy on the magazine with me named Alfonso Garcia, he calls himself Al Green. He started talking to me and say, hey man, he said, how would you like to get together with me and do a compilation album? I didn't know nothing about a compilation album. I was still kind of new to the game. And he said, I got plenty of money and I'll put the money up for you. He said, I'm willing to spend $500,000 on it. And I'm going to break you off and make you part of my company. Out of the blue. So the first thing I did when he told me that, you know, we got to talking. I went to go talk to Snoop, talk to Daz, and E40 and all the guys from the Bay. We all had a meeting, okay? And E40 and them gave him the rules and regulations, if you do this and do that. But the bottom line is, we got to give you the green light first. So they all agreed to give me a song. Be Legit, 3 Times Crazy, Sidle, all these groups up in the Bay Area that was popping out. Rapping Forte, I knew them all. They all had been to my son's house, and I used to do all the cooking for them. So after that, the next thing I know, I'm up in San Francisco at the Stewart Building at the Embarcadero, right across from Sinbad Restaurant, you know, going towards Pier 39. Mm-hmm. That big tall building, that's my antenna was. Go up there with my Demetrius attorney, sign my contract and get broke off. Next thing I know, man, everybody gave me a song. They gave me a song, but everybody kept their publishing, right? So went to rap pages, went to all the magazines, did all my homework, went to Edgemont Mall, went to this record store up there on 73rd Street in Oakland, which is affiliated with the Edgemont Mall, you know what I'm saying? Went to all the stores and stuff. Next thing I know, I'm Poppa Snoop. Next thing I know, Snoop called me from overseas, 8 pieces of hip-hop. Their pictures all overseas. He said, you just did something I didn't do. And now that I think about it, I did something that think about it. Snoop was my son, and out of all the rappers that everybody knows, nobody knows their fathers. But everybody knows Poppa Snoop. Think about it. Am I right or wrong? Now, here's another thing. My biggest Snoop is, he have put out a lot of albums and shit, but he have never got that many rappers like I got from the Bay and LA, and put 18 rappers as top rappers during that particular time together. And without radio, without advertisement, and sell almost 200,000 copies. So to me, I made history. I found out one thing about the music business is that you got to get jacked before you learn this game. I got jacked, Snoop got jacked, everybody got to get jacked. You know what I'm saying? Temptation got jacked. Every group that's still around has gotten jacked. Move styles got jacked. That's how you learn, but you don't give up. You know what I'm saying? You use that as a stepping stone, but you don't give up. Just as I went into the limousine business, bought a house in North Ridge, me and my wife, and just so happened this Jewish guy had a limousine company. I walked through my alley, a block and a half. I was at his gas station, and I went there one day. I've always wanted to be in the limousine business anyway. I used to ride in limousines for Snoop. To me, it was like it was a adventure. And he was clean every day. I like to be suited and booted. Told the cat what was happening. I said, hey man, I'm Snoop's daddy. Let me, I can bring you business. I know this person, that person, that is. That's when I ran into Epic, man. I started going, driving actors and makeup artists. It took me away from a rap game into the big movie. I drove to Steven Spielberg, Barbara Streisand. We was driving stars every day. Right here, it's 1970 Disney Quarter. This Italian actor named Milan. He's from Italy. His grandmother, I just picked him up. He liked me, right? He found out I was Snoop's daddy. And everybody I drove liked me. They thought I was cool. I changed the whole dress code in the limousine business. Bought me about $800-900 suits in LA. You know, with a suit, it's about to tie and hook up, keep your hair cut. I kept cologne in my car and stuff. But make a long story short, the way I found this car right here is that I used to see it in a garage all the time, and it was all messed up. The top was just messed up. This was hanging down. I kept asking one day, would you like to sell this car? I was, she said, no, she's my husband, still living. He was still living at the time. about a year and a half, 2 years passed by. One day, I was still driving him every now and then when he would come back into the United States. She called me one day and asked me if I want to buy the car. And I told her, yeah. I said, how much you want for it? She was $2,000. She said, I'm the only owner. And the first thing you look for when you buy a brand new car, I mean, old car, is the interior. If your interior is right, and this is just like new. If your interior is right, this here is something. Because it costs more to do interior than to do the top. So I bought the car from him. So that's how this car came about. And, you know, and then plus my son, he's off in the old car. Limousine, my running limousine business, I went to all their Grammy Awards, the Golden Globes, that. I've been to every studio you can think of for screenings and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I was a special limousine driver. You know, most limo drivers, they stay in the car and wait for the people to come out and sit and wait. My people took me all the parties and stuff. I partied with them because they just thought I was hell of a cool, you know what I'm saying? So, but I got a chance to form some good relationships. My last 6 months, I drove Ed McMahon to Vegas and his wife Pam and his whole crew. He had a show called The Next Big Star. He used to have a show back in the day called Star Search. And I drove him to Vegas every weekend. My nephew Daz wrote a movie called Make It Rain. I had 4 parts in that movie. Okay. 06, I go on tour with Ice Cube. I had a choice to go on tour with Ice Cube or either go to Africa with Snoop. I chose Ice Cube because Snoop had a big entourage and I don't like taking shots. And when you go to Africa, you got to take a lot of shots. I hate needles, you know what I'm saying? So when I seen the Ice Cube schedule, seen the place he was going, I had friends from most of all the states he was going to. I went on tour with him, so Snoop said, hey, Pops, he said, I just got $40,000 from Virgin Records to take the ass and go up on tour. And let me say this, that's the very first tour they've ever been on together in their history. Can y'all believe that? And they've been around a long time. I was a road manager, okay? Mm-hmm. We started out with 28 cities, ended up doing 35. So I did that. Snoop and this producer got together on each channel. The Fowler Show came on. I got hated on by a few people. Man, why? We don't see you on the show. We see your brothers on the show. You know, we know how people are. Mm-hmm. And I'm the type of person, I don't explain nothing to nobody. I knew I was going to be on the show anyway, but I knew my son. Snoop waited until his wedding vows to ask his wife to remarry him again to bring me out for the last show. Which was cool, was appropriate, because it's your wedding vows. Your kids, my grandkids were seeing their mom and dad get married all over again. Matter of fact, when they kissed, my granddaughter and them was laughing. They said, we never seen mom and dad kiss like this. But it felt kind of good to see my grandkids, they up in age now to where I was there for the first wedding, but now they seen their mom get married. And then Stu had all his classmates there from school and stuff, and it was a surprise. Shanti didn't know what was happening. So I did that. Then, turned back around. This year, last year, my grandson's graduation. Stu fly me out there again. For my grandson's graduation, I want to show again. Okay, I'm trying to get this show on DIY called Poppa Snoops, the Groundskeepers. We know about DIY, yards crashers, groundbreakers, and curb appeal, and landscape designers. I'm all that rapping in one. I watched these guys on TV. They went to school for it, but I learned it firsthand working in big yards like my yard. Matter of fact, you can scan the yard. These kind of yards I was working when I was a kid. Okay, but I was never broke. It was hard work, but I always had money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey man, what about? Let's try to get to a landscape. So he's all you talk about is landscape. Because everybody that know you say all you talk about is landscape. So here I am. But these kind of yards I started out in, just like this. Backyard here. I call it Mount Rushmore.
I see, cause look, I told you, it look like you. From this edge right here, look like if somebody do a wrong step, it's over.
Exactly. That's why I got it real up. But this is back here. When I first moved here, all this was bushes and weeds. I killed about 5 or 6 snakes back here, right?
Wow.
So like I said, what I'm doing right now, I'm putting my stepping stones down, and what I did, my friend brought his bobcat over, scraped all this stuff off. I got 8 pounds of grass. I got about 5 down most of to build this hill up. But as you can see, I turned my yard from a weed field to a backyard.
Now you're turning this to a park, right, for the grandkids?
Yeah, right. So what I'm gonna do right now is that Poppa's grass down there, grass I got, I'm putting it all around there. Those plants down there, they turn yellow. I'm putting color down here. You know, different colored plants that love shade. I got my junipers over here. They cover the hill. It's like a blue rug juniper. And I already took my before and after pictures. My garden gonna be over here with my tool shed. I'm having a playhouse built. It's gonna be a tool shed and a playhouse. And you'll be able to walk down here off my rails, stepping stones all the way down there. Probably gonna put me a rock garden down there, and then have my boy with his bobcat smooth all the stuff out so where you can get on a go-kart or whatever ride up, come back around, and come back around, you know what I'm saying? Like a racetrack. Get the bank and hold it down. It's gonna take some time. Okay, this is my garden right here.